Hi, this is Rebecca with the Cat and Rebecca Show, Keep It Real Estate, and we're with Erin Furlong and Adobe Insurance Brokers.
Hello.
And we covered what the dwelling portion is on your policy. Now we're going to go over the other coverages and what they all mean.
Okay, so coverage A is dwelling, we went over that. Coverage B is other structures. So what that entails is if you have a garden shed or fencing, it's structures that are not attached to your home. That is covered on your insurance policy. When you look at the amount, it's a percentage of the dwelling. Coverage C is personal property. So to make it easy, I always tell my clients, if we picked up your home and shook it, everything that would fall out would be your personal property, down to your clothing, your shoes, your furniture, your dishes, everything that would fall out, that's your personal property. And keep in mind with that as well, if you have personal property in your vehicle that gets stolen, that claim would come off of your homeowner's policy. So that would not go off your auto. So that's a fun fact. Coverage D is additional living expenses. So should there be a loss at your home and you have to move out while it is being repaired, that gives you money to live elsewhere in the meantime. And that is to live at the same standard that you are currently living.
Yeah, I think we all forget how used we get to certain things, and that we want to always base it on what that premium is, and then when we have a disaster, we really do need all that extra help. So keep in mind that when you think about this, think that you're not going to be in a good situation, and make your life a little easier when it does get difficult.
Exactly. And you save your receipts when you eat out, and your life has to go on. So that is what that coverage, it gives you money to live elsewhere while the damage is being repaired. Coverage E, super important, is your personal liability. When I'm working on a quote, I don't go lower than $500,000. It is not an expensive coverage, but it can be very costly, and it's super important. So when people are on your property, if there should be an injury and you were sued for that injury, that is where your personal liability would pay out. It does not pay out to people living within your home, but it's people coming onto your property. Now keep in mind, it also covers if you're out walking your dog and God forbid your dog bit somebody, your homeowner, that's the liability that would pay out, as long as your dog is an acceptable dog breed. Pit bulls are very hard to insure, sometimes German Shepherds. Each insurance company has a list of dogs that they will include into that coverage.
That's interesting, just that you wouldn't even know if you went out and got a dog that it may be a problem should you need coverage. So again,
exactly,
you need a specialist in the field.
Right. Now coverage F is medical expense. So this is again for injuries to others, and this is a lower amount, but it's hopefully to stop a claim going to liability. So if somebody got injured on your property and they had to be taken in an ambulance and have x-rays, this medical expense, coverage F, would pay out towards expenses such as the ambulance ride or the x-ray.
And I think the other part of that, it's not just guests that you invite to your property, but a repair person who maybe comes to fix something. So it's anybody who's coming onto your property that's not living there.
Absolutely, exactly. Yes, it could be a delivery person or
yeah, we just think of the guests and we think, well, why would our friend sue us?
Right.
It may not be that, and it may be someone else.
Exactly.
That you're not even thinking of. He's fixing your washer dryer and it falls over on him and it's in your house.
That's right.
You may have some liability there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's coverage A through F on your insurance policy.
We're going to cover other details as well, but we'll kind of capture them so that you can easily find them on the page. So this is Erin and Rebecca with the Cat and Rebecca Show, Keep It Real Estate.